Hello, you wonderful people. This video is just me kind of updating you about the Crisis on Infinite Earths review. Obviously, if you're unaware, Crisis on Infinite Earths is this crossover event that's happening in the Arrowverse on the CW. It's a big thing amongst all like the DC Arrowverse TV shows. Well, obviously, this video is more so kind of me breaking down what I'm going to do about the, reviewing it. Because obviously in the past, I've kind of reviewed the crossovers in a very particular way. Basically, every night, because usually like all the parts will be in 1 week, so every night I would subsequently record my thoughts about each part, but rather than uploading them individually, I'd wait till the whole event is done and then cut together all my thoughts into one large review. That's typically how I've handled it. I'm changing that up a little bit with this particular situation just because of how the Crisis event is divided up. Obviously, on December 8th, we're getting part 1 with Supergirl. On December 9th, we're getting part 2 with Batwoman. And then part 3 is going to be on December 10th with The Flash. But then we're going to be taking about a month break and then returning on January 14th with part 4 with Arrow, and part 5 being DC's Legends of Tomorrow. And because there is such a big gap in between, rather than waiting that entire time to accumulate everything, I am going to be releasing each individual part. So obviously you'll be getting my thoughts on parts 1, 2, and 3 the subsequent day after they aired. Typically how most of my reviews end up going up. What I am considering though is potentially, once it's all said and done, leaving up those 4 to 5 different individual reviews. I'll get to that in a second. And then kind of making one recording where I put everything, cut everything together, just so you can have all in one package rather than having to kind of hunt down the other parts. That's just something that's kind of in my mind. That'll probably just be something I do for myself. Like, it'll be an option if you prefer that. Maybe you prefer them being individual, whatever the case may be. So the reason why I said like 4 or 5 is because I haven't decided what I'm going to do about the 4th and 5th part. Because they air on the same night, I'll probably record them separately, but I'll probably just put them together as one review. So it probably will end up being 4, maybe 5, like I haven't 100% decided. I might go with 4 just because, I'm going to leave this video in particular up. So that way, at the end, just in case you come across this video later on down the road, I will include all 4 parts to the review in the cards at the end of the video. So that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards putting 4 and 5 together in one particular review. I should also note that obviously I record, typically I put multiple shows together like during like one review. So for example, on Sundays, I'm currently going to be reviewing Batwoman, Supergirl, and obviously Watchmen. So obviously the only thing that's going to be airing that particular Sunday is going to be Supergirl, but rather than putting the Crisis Part 1 and Watchmen together, I'll keep them separately. So Watchmen will get its own separate review from the Crisis. That way I just keep everything a little nice and tidy and completely by itself. For me, just because it's such a crossover event, I just want to kind of keep them a little bit separate. But just kind of running that through, just kind of want to update you guys about that, kind of letting you know ahead of time. So I haven't 100% decided when I'm going to upload this video. I might do this early in the week, later in the week. Either way, it's definitely going to be before the Crisis starts airing. So either way, like I said, just wanted to update you guys on that. So, but till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and good